Howard Kurtz with Eleanor Clift here in Washington. And Eleanor, I've really been struck by what I'm calling the sob story campaign. You've got both Obama and Romney up with these web ads, which feature individual people who've lost their jobs, lost their homes, lost their pensions, lost their health care. They're both hitting the same theme.
Yeah, but from different vantage points.
Exactly.
What the president is trying to do, what his campaign is trying to do, is tarnish the Romney halo. He has what Peter Hart calls a halo because of around economic issues. Because
He's a business guy.
His perceived expertise, and to dismantle that and say the credentials that made him a successful business guy may not necessarily work for the broader economy. And I think the White House really feels that they have to undermine the central core of his campaign, and they have to start now, even though we're more than 5 months away from the election.
And in fact, it was not Mitt Romney's job at Bain Capital to generate jobs. It was his job to take over ailing companies, to try to turn them around. If they went belly up, he was in it to make money for himself and his partners. But on the other hand, the Romney ads also have the painful stories of people who've lost their jobs. It's very moving. Of course, he's focusing on the last 3.5 years so he can hang that albatross around the president's neck.
Well, that's right. But Romney did claim that he created 100,000 jobs, and so that is open to examination. But you're right. The president's record, there are lots of people out there who are not happy. And who's counting? Was Bush to blame? Obama to blame? Romney just needs to get those stories out front.
What does it tell you, though, that both campaigns are spending money? Of course, they want the television networks to air this for free. They're mostly web ads, but spending their time and energy and resources trying to tap into the emotions involving the shaky economy. You think they would have different messages, and they do in a way, but they both are using the filmmaker's technique of sadness and pain and angst and agony.
Because people vote on emotion, and I think that's been a lesson that the Democrats have struggled to learn. They think you get out a set of facts and people will decide rationally. You have to appeal to people's hearts, and I think both campaigns are doing that rather successfully.
But neither candidate has a great burden to say, and this is what I would do to fix it, because I've seen very little of that in the advertising.
Well, President Obama's policies are out there for all to see, and he's trying to force Romney out into the open and to put some specifics on all his grand promises. Romney has yet to do that, and when he does, he may lose some of the support he gets for his broad perception of him as a success.
In terms of the way the race is being perceived right now, it's a pretty tight race considering it's May and Romney's the challenger, but Politico has a piece up this morning saying that Obama stumbles out of the gate because Romney is raising money at the same clip or a little bit ahead of the president, which is not bad, and also because many Democrats, some Democrats I should say, like Cory Booker, undercut the president's message on Bain Capital, and Joe Biden has kind of gone off the rails a couple of times. So are you buying that analysis?
I think that's awfully inside the Beltway. How many millions?
Don't you live inside the Beltway?
Yeah, but I thought the president did a pretty good job this week because he stuck with the Bain Capital argument, even though he got some blowback from people within his own party, who, I must add, do accept money from venture capital people.
Well, this is the Democrats' dilemma,
equity.
is they love to beat up on Wall Street, and then they come hat in hand saying, hey, would you mind financing
Yeah, but
my
there's a
campaign?
difference between taking their money and saying that they should be in the White House running the country. So, I mean, I think that's the distinction the president is trying to get across. And he stuck with the argument, and I think they're going to stick with it all the way towards November, because if they don't dismantle Romney as an expert on the economy who can turn around America the way he did the Olympics and all those companies, they're going to lose the election.
So all the other things that we hear about, Romney's religion and Romney's record in Massachusetts, another thing he doesn't talk about very much because of Romney Care, which was the model for Obamacare, you think all that is a sideshow compared to the central issue. If Barack Obama cannot undermine Mitt Romney's claim to be an economic Mr. Fix-It, he may lose this election.
Well, to echo Mitt Romney's campaign, it's the economy stupid and we're not stupid.
Right. Some non-inside the Beltway analysis, even though we are sitting here inside the Beltway. Thanks very much, Eleanor.
Thank you, Howie.